Hello ladies and gentlemen, again for the Grave Hit, and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. And obviously we're still down here in the my underground area of the old schoolhouse. And well, we haven't really done anything. I mean, we're still trying to find our way out, you know. And this place is like a proper maze, like no matter which way you go, there's always something.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
That's good.
My turn.
And so we get right into this, because like the sooner we can get through this and you know, get past the tutorial, the better. Because I don't really fancy being like down here for like 3 episodes or something. One bit of all of them, okay.
Arcus, activate!
It's my turn.
Okay.
It's my turn. My turn. There.
Keep it up, everyone!
Leave it to me. Arcus, activate. It's my turn.
I guess it's kind of a little slow.
My turn.
A normal attack won't do much damage, which should be able to finish him off. There we go.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Okay, got a chest over here. That's nice. Okay, now I'm gonna head out this way. You don't want him to catch us. Wait till he turns around. Oh,
Enemy
well,
sighted!
that's
Take him
not
out!
good. Oh boy. Oh dear. That is unfortunate.
All right.
Okay then. Miss,
Here we go.
that is. Unfortunate.
There.
Aye.
My turn! Keep it up, everyone!
Right.
Right, Matthew, you can do this.
Eat that.
Yeah, they're all gonna move up and attack. Oh, yeah, at least.
My turn.
Okay.
There.
They get these 3 close ones, hopefully that should do it. Yeah, very good.
Leave it to me.
That's at least miss again.
Right.
Is that guy like invulnerable or something? We got this bit back.
Here we go. Arcus,
Alright.
activate. Huh.
Here we go down.
That's that.
Excellent.
Let's keep moving.
Okay. Another chest over there.
Oh! Now's our chance. Let's get him.
Good thing getting through them as well. So.
Go! Arcus, activate.
Leave it to me.
My turn. Keep it up, everyone.
Leave it to me.
Huh.
All right.
My turn.
When you got this, there you go. Excellent
That's that.
job.
Let's keep moving.
Quite a team. But defeating these monsters left and right. Evade. Okay. Oh. So then, okay, off we go. Now we can start heading towards the exit. Grab this. Rest. Oh, and I would like to say that I do apologise for not uploading the past few days. That's just because I've been preparing a few like episodes
Hey, are we?
of a new series I'm going to be starting like next week. Don't know exactly when, but sometime next week I'll start uploading a new series, and I've just been doing some pre-recording and such of that.
Looks like we are. That
That's why,
definitely seems to be the exit.
That's nice, which is why I haven't uploaded. If you're just wondering, I haven't, you know, disappeared or
I can
died
see
or
the
anything.
sunlight streaming in, so I'm guessing we're finally clear.
Well, I'd be kind of concerned about sunlight streaming in since it's supposed to be underground in a building, so it must be some like pretty large windows.
orienteering exercise. I'm not certain what I was expecting from an academy founded by Emperor Drykos, but I can tell you this wasn't it.
I don't think he foresaw this either.
Say
but
that
whatever.
again. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question. We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet?
No way, you're definitely not going to be like some secret group that's going to be used to save the kingdom somehow later on. You're definitely just an ordinary class that wanted to
What was
just try
that?
something out with.
There.
And where's everyone else? Because, like I said, I just want to say that everybody else was ahead of us, so how are they not
What
here
the
yet?
heck is that?
A beast of living stone?
Looks pretty cool, I can tell you that. Majestic creature.
Are monsters like this common in the Empire? Of course not!
This thing's cutting off our only route to the surface.
I mean, not technically, I mean, at least one of you could
No
probably run
choice.
by it.
We have to fight it.
Right. Damn. Dear, I thought the worst was over.
The worst, those
Helios, help
monsters
us.
were useless. I'd stop praying and start fighting Helios, my friend.
Watch
We don't
out.
really
This
get
is a
like,
tough
any
one.
bonuses or anything, which is kind of unfortunate, but nevertheless.
Leave it to me!
You just see the size of the thing. Break
How about this?
defense
Go!
down. Okay.
Arcus, activate.
Right.
Like, I don't, like, nothing you do will probably do much damage to it.
Keep it
'Cause
up,
at this
everyone.
stage, you're not going to have any high damage attack, especially for a monster that's
It's my
supposed to
turn.
be is, you know, big as
Arcus,
yours.
activate. Ha!
See, like, 360 kid like finally to help. The only consolation probably is that it doesn't do much damage itself either, but still, it's going to take it a long while to knock itself down.
Leave it to me. It's my turn. Eat that.
Thanks.
Arcus, activate!
509 did it. Not for nothing.
All right, let's do this.
Got it!
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Right.
I was thinking it'll probably do more against it, but yeah, resist, but it was something.
You're
Oh,
mine.
wow, it was nice.
Right!
Go.
Like I said, this is sort of just a battle of whittling down its health before it whittles down yours. But thankfully, we do have like plenty of healing and stuff, and like I said,
Right.
it doesn't. The stone gunny in itself doesn't do that much damage.
How about this?
Defense down.
Leave it to me. There.
Right!
Yay. Ow.
My turn.
And that does tremendous damage.
Ha. Leave it to me. There.
My turn! Keep it up, everyone!
It's up to you to try and keep it alive, Elliot, alright.
Leave it to me.
And clearly you do well. Great shot again.
How about this?
Because honestly, like, every attack is not going to do too much
My
damage per
turn.
se. So it's better to go for ones, I suppose, that have good effects.
All
Like I
right,
said,
let's do
Matthew's
this.
break shot obviously will get
Alright.
the defense down. And then you can also get the
Alright.
strength up with Re, and
There.
then attacking you should be able to do a little more damage. And then of course Elliot can get our defense up, which just of course means we'll take less
I'm sorry, everyone.
damage.
It's my turn.
That is unfortunate.
Take this. Appreciate it.
Oh dear. This is not going quite to plan.
It's my turn.
I must say I am concerned. Breen, I swear to God,
Thanks.
just get up and do something, please. Actually,
All right.
I have an idea.
It's my turn. My turn. Arcus, activate.
As long as I keep my guys relatively spread out, you should only be able to attack one of them once anyway.
Huh. I can. Yeah. Leave it to me.
Yeah, so whichever one he chooses to attack,
Go.
he won't hit the others most likely.
There.
Which is obviously advantageous. Good, that'll get us behind him.
It's my turn.
So now we are well and truly spread out.
There. It's my
Behind,
turn.
into his left, into his right.
My turn.
It's a regular attack, I guess. No, it's just to whittle
Alright.
down.
Yeah.
1
Right.
damage. That is
How about this?
hilarious.
Won't give up.
2 bomb.
Ha!
Okay. You have up. I don't even know if I should bother reviving Elliot.
Leave it to me.
Because... I mean, I suppose I should.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Go!
But he sounds so cheery. Fire up.
Huh. All right. There. It's my turn.
Right.
My turn. Ha!
Just
my
sort of,
turn.
hit it with everyone I have, really.
Right.
Nearly there.
Leave it to me.
One thing I wonder is
How about
because
this?
of how hard this battle is, are you supposed to lose? I mean, I assume not, because you obviously can beat him, but...
That takes care of them.
So we win-ish?
I did it.
Level up,
I did it!
level up. Blue level
Nice.
by, that's nice.
I did it. Is it dead?
What do you think? It's still moving.
No, it's down but not out.
Okay, it's not even down.
That's one hell of a second wind.
Says the guy who uses wind as his power.
Looks like this thing has our number.
It's no use. We're too spent to go another round with it. Guess I have no choice. I'll have to.
Stand back!
You have to what? Oh. Weak attack. Nice.
You made it!
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least. I'm sorry we took so long.
Yeah, because you guys were supposed to be ahead of us, so what the hell are you
You're
doing?
here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here.
Have you seen this
Doesn't
place?
seem like it'll go down easily.
Well,
Everything we had, but as you can see, it's rallying at an alarming rate.
But with this many of us, if we can just find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help out.
So it's all come down to me then.
It really hasn't, but okay. And I also like how she's like, I guess I'll chip in. It's like, how are you behind us anyway? Where
You!
did you go?
Arcus, activate.
Airstrike!
Already tried that. Didn't do much.
An opening! Go! Now!
This one's mine! Ah!
Nice job. Kind of voice of a good gargoyle, though. Probably not gonna be cheap to replace.
It's...
We did it!
And they're all gone. Magic. Gathering in a really weird
I think that's the end
oval-ish
of it.
shape.
At the very least, that creature doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
Don't jinx it.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle...
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
There was a shimmering veil of blue light surrounding each of us.
Oh, you saw that, did you? How observant.
Was there?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat.
Yeah, totally. After everything
But I
that's
felt
happened.
like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
The biggest selling point of the almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize.
I don't think he was going to say that, but I mean, thanks for chipping in, because it would have been hilarious if he was wrong. So, thanks. How did no one hear her coming down?
Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again.
Teamwork, yes. Friendship. I mean, for some, I guess. There are a few, you know,
I'm so proud of you guys.
strains, but okay. Well, that's nice of you to say, but, I mean, it would have been pretty bad if you'd set us up all to die. It's like, damn it. Thought you'd all be dead by now, because that'd be unfortunate. But thanks for, you know, not killing us.
Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise.
Yay.
Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
Well, you didn't have to do that, so...
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
With one of them.
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
To teach you.
We get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
I mean, because you don't look like generic normal peoples. You all have a unique feature of some sort that makes you stand out from everyone else. And why do you all have different... The one thing I hate is their uniforms, how despite it being, you know, the same, they all wear it differently, per se.
That is a valid question.
It's like, did they get unique uniforms for everybody? Or did some people just think, oh, I don't want these? Like, did Elliot think, no sleeves on the jacket, thanks? Or did he get it like that? I'm just saying that it seems a little strange that they'd all have completely different outfits when they're supposed to be the same, or were they tailor designed
There's no
for them?
single monolithic reason why you all made the list.
I mean, there will be, I suppose. Probably just like, oh, they'll do, because they're better at this than everyone else, but...
But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle orbment, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But
You
their
don't say.
crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
What's that got to do with us being picked for this class
So
anyway?
that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
You are so smart,
Precisely.
Elliot. You
Doesn't
can
take a
repeat what other
genius to
people said.
imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield.
I mean, to a degree, but I guess just working with them really hard would have the same effect. So it seems unnecessary.
An elite
but
unit
okay.
that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync, even in the most chaotic conditions.
Again, just a lot of training and teamwork and trust. Could do that without some fancy schmancy little pocket watch device. But I mean, whatever, saves time, I guess. But it costs a hell of a lot
You
more
can
money.
hardly
but
put a price on that!
you probably can, because I mean, like I said, I don't think these things will have been cheap. So I'm pretty sure you
It
can
could
put a
bring
price
about
on
a revolution in the way wars are fought.
it. Is that a good thing? Like, this is what I don't get about humanity in the whole. We've made even more powerful weapons of mass destruction. It's like, but why though? Can you just not do that so we don't have wars? Why do you have to have these weapons of war? Can we not? Can we just,
Does
you know, have
sound
peace?
rather
Idealistic.
Stupid.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't.
Huh. Good thing we all had a natural aptitude for it.
And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude.
How did you find that out though? You just read a bunch of documents and went, oh yep, they've got a high aptitude. Or did you do secret illegal tests on us?
And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well... Here you are.
Yay.
I see.
But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? Just seems so random.
Well, I mean, why are you asking her?
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now, or forever hold your peace.
It's not a wedding.
I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to be here.
I mean, I don't know why we need to know that. I mean, should that affect our decision? Like, oh, this is going to cost the government a lot of money, I guess we shouldn't be in it then. I mean, obviously if you're willing to just go out on such a limb like this, funding isn't an issue.
You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think we've already understood that, because I don't think any of the other classes would have had to start their first day of school having to fight through a dungeon full of monsters. I mean, a school would probably shut down for, like, safety issues if that was the case.
So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not?
Well, I mean, spoiler alert, we've already seen that they're all still here several months down the line, so it seems reasonable to believe they would. And it'd be sort of stupid if they already said, no thanks, I'd rather go back to a normal class, and Class 7 just didn't exist because everyone said no. What would happen if everyone said no? What would they do?
You'll just be placed in the class you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure.
I know, but what if they all just say no? What are you going to do? You're just going to say, well, we tried, and we failed, and just go home, call it a day? Because I can't imagine you just have a list of other people like, just in case.
Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5.
Because there is no 6.
It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
But I'm sure plenty of people would probably question the whole, why the hell did you not be here earlier while you're in red? And now you're certainly not in red. Oh, look, him and another person and some sort of creature.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
No.
Not really. I just feel like I've
There you
put
go.
my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble reason, but also probably not true. Because if I've learned anything about you, Reen, it's that you're not dishonest so much as you decide not to release certain information about yourself that could affect how others see you, I guess.
A noble sentiment.
Okay. And everyone should just...
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't hone a blade without grit, after all.
Not that you have much honing to do, but okay.
Let's make it 3.
I mean, you came from another country, so it would have been a hell of a way to just waste your
Considering
time.
how far I came to attend this
There you
school,
go.
it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Already covered it, but thanks
Well,
for the
looks like
backup.
we've got the country's strongest freshman on board, and our foreign exchange student too.
What about Reen? Is he just not
Any more takers?
strongest freshman, foreign exchange student? Oh, and guy with black hair. Come
Allow
on,
me to
Elliot.
take part as well. I
Come
was
on,
only
Elliot.
able to come because of the school's generosity, so I feel it's my duty to help in any way I can.
I mean, I wouldn't say you're helping per se by being part of this class. At least not a school. And like I said, I don't think they'd care either way. But whatever.
Sign me up too!
I'm really scared, but I don't want to seem like a chicken in front of all of my new friends, so I'm gonna say yes as
I
well.
feel like fate brought us here for a reason, you know? And you all seem pretty easy to get along with.
That's a great thing to say, but it's also probably just because you don't want to be, you know, the black sheep, the little loner who said, no, I'm too scared, I want to go back to a normal class. And I mean, yeah, you don't want to get bullied, so...
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Well, that sucks for you, don't it?
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
No, should've. Too late, Elliot. You already joined. Too late. Can't back down now. You're a part of Class 7. I mean, that kind of sucks. Like, oh, just reminding you now you've already signed up and it's too late to back down. You're gonna have extra work to do above everyone else. It's like, seriously? That seems a little unfair. This course already has way more work and is way harder than all the other courses. But on top of that, they've got to do even more work because of their weapons. Should have just learned how to use a sword.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was
Why?
almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
Ouch.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development.
Even though your family's helping develop them, so you probably already know about them.
But
Okay.
if I let every little nitpick like that hold me back, I'd never amount to much.
How nice of you. Oh, buddy, what's the word? Never mind. You know what I mean.
Words to live by right there.
I mean, I guess.
And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
6 is a horrible number.
Don't really care either way.
Oh, you're so great.
You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Yeah, that's right. You know, your family pusher.
Fine, I'm in.
Yeah, everyone get you to shut up, Mom.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now.
That's a good number. Because then you can have one person at the top and then go down in like 2s.
Which leaves just the 2 of you.
The 2 little bulls.
I can see you've got issues with each other, but that doesn't mean you can't at least try to work together. Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
I mean, don't want to be rude here, instructor, but the joys of youth. I mean, I can't imagine their future is going to have much joyful moments in it. I assume they're going to be quite busy and not have much time to prance around in the fields.
Like hell we will!
Macias?
The exploitation of the common people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life!
Jesus Christ. First of all, I get the whole you want to protect common people, but you're technically noble, or at least, you know, your family's now rich. Well, I mean, not rich, but has social standing now, so you can shut up. And also, you're angry at him for something that people who aren't him have done. I mean, he's a bit, I don't know, it's just sort of, yeah, what about it, who cares what you want to do, huh? But he's not done anything wrong, he doesn't seem that bothered by the whole commoners thing around
Unless
him.
something is done about it, this country has no future!
Well, how about you stop being angry about it and deal with it in a more civil, polite way instead of making the commoners look like savages, which is going to prove the noble's point.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alborea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
I mean, okay, it's not like it was going to go to anyone else, you don't have to jump in and grab it first chance. But...
Huh?
Why? You're the son of a duke! Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick!
See, that is so presumptuous. I mean, he doesn't seem to care much.
I'll thank you not to tell me how I'm supposed to feel. As far as the House of Alborea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor.
Yeah. But, I mean, you will probably have all the girls chasing after you. I mean, if that other girl doesn't get to him first.
That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either.
See, be the better man, Macias. You know, don't stoop down and, you know, be petty.
I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
Oh boy.
I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had your successes spoon-fed to you up to now, but no outmoded class system is going to hand you trophies anymore.
I mean, he seems pretty capable. I mean, clearly he wasn't just born a fighter, but...
We'll see about that.
I mean, come on, Marcus, I was trying to side with you earlier as being, you know, be the better man, but you're making it hard to like you here. Just, come on, dude, let it go. This is gonna be a fun year, huh?
They're going to be like this pretty much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Hey, you're talking to us.
Oh.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
That is a terrible analogy, Elliot.
Give a guy a break.
Yeah, seriously, shut up.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9.
What a great number, I love it. I mean, my favorite number is 22, but that'll do as well.
With that, I'd like to congratulate all of you on being the first ever Class 7.
And probably the last,
I
right?
hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Yay. And how does nobody notice them stood up there? Like, that bright yellow hair.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this.
I mean, if you knew about it, then obviously you should know it wasn't going to be just the same.
It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
I mean, no offense, man, but you say that, but it'll only be an interesting year for them. Because literally everybody else, their life's going to be the exact same, well, apart from the people teaching them, of course. But for literally the rest of the school, nothing's going to change. There's going to be some redcoats walking around occasionally.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey, look, it's the blonde-haired man.
But perhaps this too is the divine providence of the goddess, you know?
Oh boy.
How
Don't
do you mean?
lecture us on goddesses stuff.
Well, seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek.
Why, because you can't be bothered
A
to do
light
it, huh?
that can break through the storm clouds that continue to build over our nation day by day.
I mean, let's hope when we get back to the whole railgun thing many months down the line, it doesn't turn out that bad. Wait, are we gonna have to watch this again? Yeah, okay, now. Let's just skip over that. We've all seen that, right? Yay, we finished the prologue. So just drop our quick old save. Make sure we don't have to redo that again. Because, oh boy. Like, took us 3 episodes to get through that prologue. Probably the longest prologue I have ever played. Is it? I mean, I think so. Can't think of any other games with like a 3-4 hour long prologue, but gotta say, if the rest of the game's like this, oh boy. Nearly a month later on a Saturday. Ooh, Saturday, so are we in school? So we don't get to see the rest of it, just boom, nearly a month later. The 3rd dormitory. The 3rd dormitory? That's nice. How many are there? So, oh my god, we have a room to ourselves? I like it. Yeah, you can't see yourself in that mirror. I mean, I don't want to complain about the graphics, because this is sort of a remastered version of an older game, I suppose, I think. But yeah, I mean, graphics are great and all, but you could have at least tried with the reflection. You could have at least put some sort of red and black on it to make it look like there was a reflection. Just saying. But I'm not going to complain about it either way. A camera. Oh, and a really bad picture. So him being nearly as tall as a very much older man who is probably his father or something. Someone who's maybe his sister and the other one's his mum, I guess. I mean, the two women look quite similar, but I presume the one on the left is his mother, the one on the right is his sister or something.
Time to get going.
Not gonna say anything, not, oh, it's nice to have you, whatever. And are they alive or dead? Because if they're dead, that'd be so sad and be a total, you know, heartbreaker and stuff. And if they're alive, then what's all this mysterious, weird stuff about you that we don't know about yet? I want to know your backstory, Rean. Tell me. And also, you should probably clean that picture because that is terrible unless you've got some sort of light that reflects in it that badly.
Oh, Rean!
Are you gonna close the door? Boy's voice, we know who it is, come on. No one else is gonna sound like that. Hey.
Good morning. Are you heading to school now too? How about we walk there together?
What, is the dormitory not on campus? I mean, that's fine. I mean, there are some places in our world that don't like that either. But what do you mean, are you heading to school now? I mean, no, I was just gonna skive today.
Sure. It's getting late though, so we might need to pick up the pace a little.
No problem.
It's getting late, then why not the hell do you hurry up?
I'm
Why are you
guessing
both
everyone
late?
else left already, huh?
Well, yeah, because they wanted to be on time,
I
probably.
think so. I'm not sensing anyone else on this floor, at least.
Pardon?
Gaius in particular is probably long gone by now, being the early riser he is.
What do you mean you can't sense? Are you a ghost magic person?
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, don't question
He's
Elliot.
not sensing anyone? What does that mean exactly?
I know, right? Probably shouldn't have said that, Rean. You're letting more suspicious stuff slip. Interesting. Oh, they're still here. Why the hell are you guys still here? Hurry up, we're gonna be late.
Good morning.
But are you still... Are you still on that? Are you serious? It has literally been nearly a month now. Can you just let it go?
Yeah. Good morning.
Jesus,
Good morning.
Jesus Christ.
Are you two on your way to school?
Yeah. Come on, Emma. We're going to be late.
Hey, wait for me, Elisa. We'll see you in class.
Oh my god.
I never would have guessed she'd hold a grudge this long.
I mean, she does seem that kind of person who just is not gonna let it go.
She knows it was just an accident, right? She has to.
Of course she does, but have you never watched anime or anything? This is how it goes. For the rest of their life, they're just gonna hate him. She's just gonna hate him. Like, you remember that time when you tried to save me and then I landed on top of you in a complete accident and I got angry at you even though you did nothing wrong? Remember that?
Can't believe she'd be so sensitive.
No kidding. She's not even giving me a chance to apologize to her.
I mean, you're not really trying if you just look at her and go, and just look away.
Well,
Just
as long as you
go
keep
with the
trying,
flow now.
I'm sure she'll understand. Eventually.
Love the
Class
optimism,
7's got
Elliot.
enough tension as it is. What with our two, prideful warriors at each other's throats.
Prideful warriors. I mean, I wouldn't say that because Machias, I wouldn't say he's a prideful warrior. He's just defensive and has had to spend his entire life living under the thumb of other people and being shot down at every step. So he obviously doesn't like it when people of that nobility and such are around him, because obviously he blames them even if they didn't directly do anything. Whereas our Albarera friend, he doesn't seem to care. He's like, noble, you know, commoner, whatever, I do not care.
So I think it would be a load off everyone's mind if you and Elisa could make up at least.
I'll
Why are you
certainly
telling
do
him
what I
that?
can.
Tell her. Why are you telling him make up with her? Because he's trying. Not many people around, because everyone's already in school. Maybe we should hurry up and walk quicker. Steep hill to get to the school after all. Well, they built such a high hill.
These past 2 weeks have really flown by, haven't they?
Probably been over 2 weeks,
It's
but okay.
funny. I went into this thinking combat practice would be the toughest part of the curriculum. Never would have guessed the academic side of things might give it a run for its money.
Well, maybe we should just read a couple more books earlier.
strong in body and mind is pretty firmly embedded into Imperial culture.
Shouldn't you
I
guys
do
look
get
where
what you
you're
mean,
going?
though. I figured I'd be able to coast through the year, but I've had to very quickly reevaluate that.
Well, you're a little stuck up then, aren't you, Reen? I just thought, it'll be really easy. The year will be like a month at most, you know, sort of thing.
You too, huh? I wish I were as smart as Machias or Emma. They don't seem to be having any problems at all. But then, Emma got the top score on the entrance exam, and I'll bet you anything Machias wasn't far behind.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's why he's jealous. He's like, I got beaten by somebody, and a girl no less. I mean, Machias, I want to like him, but the whole sexism, doesn't like noble thing, gotta
Ulysses
sort
and
that out,
Elisa
man.
are apparently doing really well too.
Well, I mean, they're both of noble families. Elisa R is, of course, of the Rhineford family, as you can probably guess. I mean, I assume that's what the R stands for, after what she knows and everything, of course. And then, the Albarera family are very prestigious, like the top of all of the nobles, so I suppose that it would make sense for their child to be, you know,
As are Laura and
smarty.
Gaius.
So it's literally just you do that suck then.
Really? Guess I'm just gonna have to suck it up then.
Yeah, I mean, we're having trouble in that, but as far as I heard, everybody else in the class is doing okay, so I guess we're just really bad at this whole
I really
thing.
do hope they don't mind.
Huh? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, sorry. You got me thinking about Eustace and Laura. I've been talking to them the same way I talk to everybody else, but they're both nobles, right? And Eustace's family rules over the whole eastern side of the Empire, so it kind of feels like I should address them more formally.
Well, they both said it was okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna do anything. Complain to the principal.
Though you probably shouldn't go picking fights with Eustace every chance you get, like a certain someone else.
Yeah, seriously, he needs to drop
Oh,
that.
I don't plan on it. I'd hoped they'd get along a bit better over time, but if anything, things seem to be spiraling downhill fast on that end.
Oh my god, Jesus
When the
Christ,
two of them are in
Matthews.
the same room, there's just this constant tension in the air.
It's not all Machias either. Eustace seems to enjoy provoking him at every opportunity. I can't even imagine what it would take to make them see eye to eye at this point.
Shoot them both.
Yeah, I wish there was something we could do to help them get along.
Well, I mean, if they're both in a life or death situation, they'd probably get along just on the whole, we need to survive.
And that's where we'd be if we weren't in Class 7. Dormitory number 2, for all the common folk like us.
Which is way closer to the school, that's so
Yeah.
why are we so far away?
I guess so, huh?
And they built it especially for us as well. They just thought, let's put it all the way at the other end of town, so they have to walk all the way across to get to
Still
the
kind
school.
of shocked that Class 7 gets to have its own dormitory.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just for us. But why did they build it at the other side of town? Everybody else, like, wake up. Oh, the school's there already. You know, it takes us 30 seconds. Oh, so we gotta walk
Though to be
across town.
fair, I think that building was abandoned till this year. Seems like they renovated it just for us.
Oh, aren't we special?
Well, they did a good job. It's got a nice feel to it. I just wish it were a little closer to the academy.
See?
You're in our way. Step aside at once.
Oh boy, white coat. You say that, but you weren't anywhere near us.
Class 7, I see.
Is something the matter?
You're just a ragtag bunch of nobodies, aren't you? Come on, we're leaving.
I like how he says that, but two of like the most prestigious families have their children in our class, so you're just a bunch of stuck-up little nobodies. It's like, oh yeah, apart from the fact at least 3 members of your class are of, you know, noble or powerful families. Oh my god. I hate these groups in school, the whole, you know, the person who thinks they're better than everyone else and bullies all the little people and such, and then has like 2 or 3 friends who aren't actually friends with them, they just follow them because they don't want to,
advice,
you know.
you might be part of a special class, but that doesn't change who you are. Never forget your place.
You're just saying that because you're sad you didn't get to be in the class, because you're not as cool and, you know, special as us. So, bye-bye. That guy is like, yes, Patrick. He's like, I'm just friends with him because
So
it
they're
makes me
from
look
one
cool.
of the upper classes. This is why I hate talking to them.
Well, don't then.
Unfortunately, that attitude is all too common among the nobles.
And it's all too common to the commoners.
Thank goodness Laura and Eustace aren't like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad.
I mean, they've got to sort of suck up because since they've been put in a class where they have the same standing as commoners, they can't really act like that because it won't change anything.
That's the infamous dormitory number 1, where all the nobility lives.
Oh, so again, they get to be next to the school and have this big fancy building.
It's supposed to be super fancy inside, with maids and butlers and everything.
Why don't we get that? I mean, that is unbelievable. How dare you?
Wow, really?
I mean, that's just ridiculous. Like, oh, hello, children who are like 30 years younger than me, but that I have to work for because, you know, I wasn't born to a rich, snobby family. You're late. Hurry the hell up. Better get going.
Guess that's our cue to pick up the pace.
Yeah,
What did I tell you? Why do you... It's always Reen, Elliot, Gaius, and Macius, you know, or at least the people who are with Reen. They start talking and talking, like me, and they end up being late.
Oh, hey, have you picked out a club to join yet?
I like how he's like, we should pick up the pace. Still walking
Doesn't sound
slowly.
like you have to or anything, but it's probably a good way to meet people.
I mean, no offense, but you probably shouldn't meet people. I mean, I don't think you'll get much time to spend with them.
I'm still looking. It's hard to decide on one.
That's what everybody who isn't looking says. I mean, no offense, I'm just saying from experience, like, oh, so what club you gonna join? I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'll figure it out, I'm still looking. It's like, you're not. You just don't want to join a club and say, oh, I don't want to be in a club. I'm like, oh, wow, you loser. Although, to be fair, in school, I was in a bunch of clubs. I was in 6 clubs, actually, yikes. Although, I mean, honestly, I didn't do what the club was meant for usually. I just sort of hung around because the teachers wanted my help because I was more mature than the other kids, or I was in it because my mates were in it and we just played games, like card games and such. Oh, I suppose that is what Asia Club was for. Yeah, it was a club where people played card games, talked like Asian stuff. Some people talked about like Mandarin stuff, and I want to learn Mandarin, but oh boy, I could not do that in school. I mean, I couldn't do basic math. Well, I mean, I can do basic math, but you know what I mean. Like maths, English, science. On top of all that, I could not learn Mandarin. No way. Especially not like in the half an hour you would have had at lunchtime anyway. Can we get to the whole, you know, us controlling?
Now. Be seated.
Thanks, Emma. Really appreciate that. Hello, Spectacle Man.
As I'm sure you're all well aware, the Erebonian Empire was driven to the brink of collapse roughly 250 years ago.
Oh boy.
This was brought about by the conflict we know as the War of the Lions.
Wait a minute, are those glasses look a lot like what Carmine wears in Yu-Gi-Oh! The 5Ds. The whole like spectacular swirly glasses that you can't see through properly from the outside.
A civil war lasting several years, staged over the throne of the late emperor by the most powerful of his potential successors. But of course, I'm not here to tell you that. If I were, I think even young children would be able to pass this course.
Yeah, that's nice.
Rather, I'd like to discuss the effects this had on the Empire as members of the aristocracy were drawn into the war. Many hired mercenaries turned to looting and pillaging, and a similar trend could even be seen among some of the knights.
Corruption and immorality. Sounds
The
about right.
land was left utterly devastated, and morale was at an all-time low.
Wonder why.
But then, lo and behold, into this nightmare stepped a man willing to take a stand against this bloody war of succession.
And somehow he magically took over and made the world a better place at the end. I mean, Jesus Christ. Was his name Napoleon Bonaparte? I mean, that's probably not entirely true, but you get what I mean. Sort of stepped up and made everything better for everybody around him.
He was a wandering prince who began to rally forces from the outskirts of the Empire, and would go on to make quite a name for himself.
I wonder who it was.
And that name, of course, was Drycles Rhysei Arnor.
Oh, what do you know?
He would later become known as Drycles the Lionheart, the 73rd Emperor of Erebonia, and father of the Renaissance. Not to mention the founder of this very academy.
No way.
Drycles' army was initially rather small in number, But as he traveled across the Empire, winning over the hearts of influential sympathizers, his forces rapidly increased. Now,
That's him.
the place
Sounds
where
exactly
Emperor
like
Drycles
Napoleon.
first began gathering his army was... Reen Schwarzer. Would you care to tell the class?
Uh-oh. Oh no, oh dear. This is a terrible turn of events. Give me 1 minute, okay? Just hold on 1 second, people. Okay, I've just been informed by my many sources, yes, it is the internet, shut up, that it's the Nord Highlands. Thank you, instructor. Good thing I knew all this off the top of my head. Oh, nice. You only heard from these people, that's nice. Oh dear. Did we read that, or did we just so happen to say that? Oh. Yes! Thank you. Thank God. Didn't want to look like an idiot in front of her. That would have been terrible. But, I don't know, would she be happier if we accepted her help? Because we're stupid? By making good decisions and acting appropriately and completing quests, you will gain AP, academic points. When you've accumulated enough AP, your rank will increase the next time you report a quest. There are 15 ranks ranging from B7 to A0, and every time your rank increases, you will receive a perk from the Academy. That is nice. So, note to self, learn all this somehow from someplace, probably the internet again, because yes, I don't know much about this game or any of the games that came before it and such, so yes, I am very underinformed, but thankfully we live in a world of technology when I can literally just look it up, so it doesn't matter if I don't know. But yes, regardless. Okay, well I really need to end the video,
everyone.
so...
You made it through another grueling day of classes.
Yes,
In case
okay.
you've been living under a rock, please don't forget that tomorrow is your first free day.
Our first, as in over 2 weeks of school, and we finally get a free day.
Technically a day off, but there are no classes, so it's up to you what to do with your time. Why, you could go shopping in the capital if you wanted to. Or
That's
just do what
not-
I do and sleep all day. Sleep is so wonderful.
Should you be saying that to the class? Whatever.
Will the Academy's facilities still be open for our use?
You want to go to the library,
Yes,
don't you?
I'd like to be able to use the free study area in the library myself.
How did I know? How did I know?
This school shuts down for no one, so feel free to patronize any and all facilities as you like.
What, you mean it's literally open every day, all day, like of every year, no matter
A lot
what?
of clubs have
Wow.
meets scheduled for these free days as well, so anyone who's joined one should probably check on that.
I see.
I'll be certain to do so.
Also, before
Oh,
you
you've joined
leave,
one, that's nice.
we should go over what's happening next week.
Oh,
On Wednesday,
great.
you all have your practical exam.
Oh, okay. I don't want to rush you here, instructor, but I need to end my video.
What does that entail exactly?
It's part of your combat training. You'll be graded on your performance, so make sure you're well rested and ready for battle by then. Might be a good idea to do some training on your own time too, just to keep from getting rusty.
Interesting.
I definitely don't like the sound of that.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna end it here. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys remember to like, subscribe, turn notifications on, all that jazz. Really have to go because I cannot run over here. And also, this is just gonna be a lot more talking. So anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much and goodbye.